We are back. Yes, well, I'm back. Crow's not here yet, but we'll be back in shortly. But I finally figured it out. I think we're good to go now. Sorry about that. That was a complete and utter boo-boo by me because when I set up my StreamYard, I set it up in a way that I thought would allow me to actually have subscriber chat on only, and I did that, and I messed up. So I am Pete, this is EverCanadian. Welcome to Games and Stuff. Just waiting for Crow to join. We did a 15-minute stream and couldn't figure stuff out, and my computer sucks. So there's a story behind this. So once Crow joins, he'll jump in. But welcome everybody to the show. I appreciate you being here. Say hello, subscribe, join the chat. Keep it cool. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. We're going to talk about games and stuff. Yeah, and anything within reason is something we'd probably want to chat about, right? So, I am a big gamer. If you're a subscriber, you know that. I'm a big handheld gamer and just retro gamer, general gamer, whatever it is. So, just waiting for Crow to come in. Once he comes in, we will have some fun. I think I sent him the link. Hopefully, he's not having technical difficulties right now. Or he joined the wrong StreamYard. That could happen too. Who knows, right? So anyway, one of the topics I wanted to talk about tonight was Astro Smash on Steam. So we're going to talk a little bit about, Astro Smash, probably talk a little bit about just that game in general and how well it's been received or not well it's been received by the community. But yeah, so I think it's just me here right now, which is totally, totally cool. I got to try to find so yeah, let's get that in here. And we're just waiting for Crow to join. I'm trying to get back into doing this podcast. It used to be called the Hot Dog Podcast. It used to be called all kinds of things, different names. It's really never add a proper name to it, to be honest with you. It's just me and Crow talking shit, to be honest with you, talking crap about games and just having fun and stuff like that. So, hey, Ian, look at this. Look, now I can see you there. Ian Obby's been with my channel and channels for, my gosh, Ian, 4 or 5 years now. You've been around. So I thought I'd put the picture in today with my my Evercade hat on. I thought it was apropos. Hey, Dan, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. It's good to see you, man. I don't know where Crow's at. Did I lose Crow? Can anybody find Crow? Crow, you coming? I sent him a link. Hopefully he'll come. You probably just said, man, amateurs always having problem with their stuff. And I'm like, Crow is the one who's always having stuff during the Evercast with his setup. Anyway, but Dan, Ian, how are you doing, guys? What are you guys up to? What are you guys playing? Gotta let me know. I'm interested to know what you guys are all playing these days. What kind of games? Was never a big fan of Astro Smash fan. Like Space Hawk better. You know what? I never really. Yeah, we're going to talk about that tonight too. If he ever joins, maybe he doesn't want to join the cast tonight because we're going to talk about his journey with the Playdates, where he kind of secretly bought that and didn't tell anybody. Then again, nobody really asked. I assumed he was never going to buy it, but that's probably a bad assumption. You know what? Then talk about Astro Smash, right? Like I didn't grow up playing it. Space Invaders, Galaga, Galaxian, those were the games I played growing up. And Astro Smash, I got a little bit later when I got into the Intelligent. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Is it better than Galaga or Galaxian? Probably not. For me, it's not. Yeah, Space Hawk's pretty good. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the the reimagining of it because I did do a video on it, and I got some thoughts. Hopefully, get Crow here soon, and hopefully he'll join. And he's probably having technical difficulties though. So, Ian, what are you playing? Dan, what are you guys playing? So, the technical difficulties I've been having is because my computer is a piece of crap. And this computer is relatively new. Like it's probably only 6, 7 months old, but it's one of those microcomputers. And yeah, I probably is probably the last one I get like that. What happened? Did you have technical difficulties also?
I was waiting for the link to show up, and I was just, why isn't this link showing up? And I'm looking at like Discord, and it turned out you posted it, but the line never scrolled down.
Uh,
So I was like, what is going on here? And then I noticed the scroll bar wasn't at the bottom. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
yeah. So yeah, no, I was just getting back into my computer. So anyway, after a long story, and you said I need to buy a bigger computer, and I have. So I finally ordered, and I sold some hockey cards and sold some of the games wasn't really. I was in the middle of selling some of my GameCube games and Wii games anyway, because I don't
Yeah.
play them, and I got them in lots when I was looking for Xbox games. So I decided to bite the bullet, and I got a new Alienware, my
Okay.
first new Alienware, and it's an R16, 4080, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of 2 terabyte SSD, and a i13 1307 or something
Oh, so
CPU.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's pretty beefy system, like really
Yes.
beefy. And I've said that's it for the next 5 years for me, like or 10 maybe.
Well, it's just funny because I intend to like change out my graphics card out like every 2 years, maybe. In fact, that's why one of the reasons I swapped out the graphics card. It's been over 2 years since I had built the computer to begin with. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll trade up the. I had a 3060 Ti and I got a 4070 Ti.
So the TI just means it's low power. It's better for power, right? That's what the TI means.
Well, it's just something is it's pretty much the same. It's just something about it is a little bit more. I think it's got more video memory or something.
Um, yeah, it's. I know it's lower power to TIs. I don't know a lot about video cards, but yeah, it's like. Do you when you upgrade, you go the generation before the current one? That's what you upgrade to, but or do you go like for the because now it's like the 4090s are out, right?
Well, actually, the 47 no, 4090. It's kind of weird. They don't go, but they don't release them in order of the number.
Oh,
Um, because like the 4090 was actually the first one of the first of the 40 series to come out. And then what they do is they put out the more powerful ones first, and then they release the lower spec ones at a lower price a little bit later on. So actually, like the 4090 came out like last year. The 4070 Ti like literally came out like 3 months ago. Um, what it has to do is I was actually at Micro Center and I was asking about what would be the best video card to get in the 40 series. And it really he said, well, it really depends on whether or not you play games at 4K or 1440p. And I say, well, I go 1440p because I
I'm
don't have a
1440p too, so that's
yeah, well
why I
he's
didn't go for the big dog.
well actually the four he said the 4080 and the 4090 are really necessary for the 4K gaming. For 1440p, you could go less than that. That's why I didn't go with a 4080. I went with 4070. Um, but more powerful. Like you said, that'll probably last you longer in the long run. You could again get a 4K monitor if you wanted to, and you'd be all set with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got a new computer coming. It's going to take 6 weeks because Alienware, Trudell, you got to order it and then goes through all its parts and its source. By the time I get it delivered with free delivery, it's going. And I got it for $300 off. Plus, I used Rakuten and got like 5% cash back. So all in all, I did quite well on this, and I'm going to finally. You know what? I missed Alienware. I grew up with I grew up. All the PCs I've had in the last 20 years have been Alienwares, and I took a 5 year break in it, and it literally just screwed me over. Like I've had nothing but problems. You've been hearing me talk about my problems for 4 years with computers.
Well, that's you haven't necessarily been getting Alienware, have you? You
No, I
kept
took a break. I wanted to try something different because people kept saying, "Oh, Alienware is overpriced," but I never had a problem with my Alienware.
yeah, I mean, if you've never had a problem with it, like when people say that Alienware is overpriced, what they're really saying is that it's over. They're pretty much saying any pre-built computer is overpriced because
Yeah,
if you build the computer yourself, you're paying attention to like how much each the piece of each component is. But then you're having to build it yourself. If you buy it pre-built, then you don't have to worry about any of that. If that's something you don't want to deal with, then it's worth the money to buy the system already built.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was kind of a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to build my computer because back when I wanted to to upgrade my computer was back when the video cards were like in like high demand. They're very few and far between, and I was at Micro Center, and I wanted to make sure I got a video card first before I started buying the rest of the components of the system. And I saw that they had at the time the 30 series was the newest. So they had 30 series cards. And I said, "Hey, do you really have these in stock?" And of course they had them in stock because they were behind the window. And the sales guy is like, "Yeah, but we're not selling them unless you buy buy a whole system with it and have us build it." And I was like, well, actually, that works out for me because I wanted all the components and I was going to build it myself. But you know what? If this is the only way I could get it, you go ahead and build it, whatever.
Do you think I got 64 gigs of RAM? You think that's overkill? But I do use video editing. For video editing,
no,
I think
I'm going to say 64 is. I wouldn't say it's overkill, especially if you do video editing,
which I do, as you know.
Yeah,
not much of it though. Not like you.
Yeah, I actually have 64.
But I have like three YouTube channels, right? So I have to edit in my spare time. But I do minimal amount of editing. But my file sizes are huge because I video everything in 4K, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even do 4K. I do 1440p.
Well, I do 4K because I have to zoom the image down for 1080p.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do.
And that makes sense, right? Because I do my card collecting one. So the card collecting ones, though, I release in 4K because you want the quality on it, because everybody who goes to that channel is really into the not only the card but the quality of the edges and stuff. And in 4K, they get a really good look at the quality of the card, right?
It's so funny because like I don't even think about 4K, even though I do record with my phone in 4K, and I guess I do release those videos in 4K. It's just that I do that so rarely, I don't really think about it most of the time.
Well, I stopped releasing on my EverCanadian channel in 4K after you and I were chatting. You goes, "Well, Pete, like, well, I don't know why you're doing it in 4K on your Evercade. Why don't you just?" Because and I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, 1080p is what everybody watches in. Plus, I scale my video down, so they're still getting really top end 1080p. So might as well just release it in 1080p. And it takes a lot less processing time, and more devices can watch it natively without stuttering on 1080p.
Exactly. It's like if I'm like making a video on Evercade stuff and most of it's Evercade footage, that footage is 1080p. Why would I release a video at a higher resolution than that?
Yeah, exactly. We're probably boring the crap out of people, but this is games and stuff, so that's the stuff part. Phantom, I want to say hello to you. Phantom's been a member of my channel on every channel I've ever had membership, so thank you, Phantom. You are a legend. And he supports every other channel out there that I'm associated with, so he's a good dude. So let's talk about Astro Smash. Crow, you've not played it, right?
No, I actually have it in my wish list. I'm actually going to wait for it to go like on a sale or something.
Wait, I would let's talk about it. So there's two reimaginings out, and I bought both because why wouldn't I? There's been enough crap going on with the hold all these games and the console that shall not be named. And I just wanted to show some support. So we'll talk a little bit about it. I'll give you my appreciation.
Well, I've already shown my support, and I'm not even talking about talking about it.
I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Yes.
So I've got the video playing. I don't know if you guys can see the video on my screen.
Yes, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know what I have here, but I guess I don't. I guess I'm kind of surprised that Astro Smith isn't one of these games.
No, I know, because it was pack-in, right? I think.
I don't remember. I just know I bought these.
Yeah.
And so I bought these.
Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can see. Well, it's kind of frozen now. Oh, actually, I can see your mouse moving.
Okay, you should be able to see it now, right?
Yeah, I think we could see it before. Yeah, it looks better now.
Yeah. So yeah. So this is just S Smash. So I got it, and I got to be honest with you. It's about a 6.5, 7 out of 10 for me. I think the everything that I played on lived up to my expectation because we saw this game so often, all the time. I saw this level over again. So like for me, when I played it, I'm having actually pretty much like I'm having fun with it. Um, there are some bugs like that are just hello. This game has been in development for 10 years, and some of the sprites on the volcano is going off, but it's off to the left of it. You can't pause the game mid-game on Steam or Switch. So there's bugs that I think obviously could have been fixed. Like I wish they would have fixed it before they released it. But overall, it's a competent shooter. There's nothing wrong with it at all. $20 Canadian. I have no problem paying $20 Canadian for this game, Crow, at
Well,
all.
let me ask: would you rather play this or the original Astro Smash on the television?
This,
Okay.
because it has a lot more going on than the original one. I got to be honest with you. There's multiplayer in here, so I have played multiplayer. I hooked it up on my Steam Deck to the TV. I played multiplayer. It was fun. There's like more weapons in here. There's so much going on the screen. It holds a 30 frames per second. I mean, there's obvious bugs. You can see when you shoot the
Wait a
bullet.
minute. Is it only 30 frames a second?
Only 30 frames. And I even checked on my video that I didn't have
Really?
it locked to 30 on my deck, but no, my deck's locked to 60 because
It's
I really
so
can't tell anything past
they've
60.
locked the game to 30 frames a second?
This one is 30. Yeah, it was only running at 30 on my deck.
What? That's really messed
Well, look
up.
at so you see the volcano right in the game I was running, that background volcano right at the end, way off in the distance.
Yeah, yeah.
It was spouting out an inch to the left of that instead of under where the mountain should be. But I mean, it's okay. I'm being
Okay,
petty,
well,
right? Like,
yeah, you're being petty, but
yeah,
and it's fine. But here's the thing: is like,
yeah,
okay, this was originally made for the system we're not mentioning,
yeah.
and but
The
let's
system
see,
that shall.
like
I love
how
that actually.
they
That
had,
we're referencing Voldemort.
yeah. This is originally made for the Voldemort system,
Yeah,
and but like how much conversion did they have to do to put this over on Steam?
I think on
It,
Steam none because I think it was probably developed for the PC first.
eh. Well,
But
here's
I
the
don't
thing: it
know,
might have
probably a
been
little bit.
I'm thinking they developed for Android. I would think
Yeah, it
because I
is probably Android. Yeah, and
so
then it probably just wasn't a big lift to get it over.
so and they might have just done some sort of porting process and just like plopped it out on Steam without doing any sort of testing. So it's possible
Hey,
those
Kaler.
weird kind of glitches could happen.
Yeah.
Um,
So for me, like again, it's one of those games that I bought because why not? I wanted to play it. It's a reimagined game, no different than I'm buying the Atari Recharge games on my Steam Deck. Also, right? Like I stopped
well,
buying
yeah,
them on the VCS because they're cheaper on the Steam Deck.
yeah, and I did the same thing. I have them in my wish list, and then when they go on sale, then
I
I
buy
buy.
them. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't have them all yet. I still need three more, but they haven't been going on sale. So this November when they go on sale, I'll pick them up. So for me though, it is worth $20 Canadian. It's $15 US. But yeah, I'd recommend
yes.
waiting on sale if you're not someone who wants to have it. It'll go on sale, I'm sure. So
Well, it's funny for me. It's not how much it is; it's how much it's on sale.
yeah,
Because like when you go in your wish list, you could sort things by how big the discount is.
yeah,
And I'll see, oh, 25% off. If the game is like $5 to begin with, it's $25 off, or 25 cents. I'm sorry, 25% off. You're like, oh, it's only $1 off. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna wait for a bigger percentage.
yeah. Because I haven't. I've got one game like that. Two games. Company of Heroes. I'm waiting for it to go at least 50% off, and Sonic Frontiers. I'm waiting for it to go 50% off before I buy it. And now I just put Lords of the Fallen on there because it's not getting the greatest reviews, but I so want to play it because I'm a huge Elden Ring fan, and
Yeah,
Lord's
yeah.
Fallen's kind of that, and I'm like, I'm not paying $100 for it.
There's
No,
there's some games that I've actually paid full price for and have not regretted it. One of those was that Spectre Files game. I don't think that'll ever go on sale, but $10 was more than worth it for that game. And
yeah,
Wreckfest, I actually pre-ordered that before I could even play it on Steam. and that is my favorite game of all time as of yet. So, I'm more than happy to pay full price for that. There's a game like I'm so on the edge of buying at full price, and I was like, oh no, I really want to get Forza Motorsport, the new one that just came out. But I look at
if you have Game Pass, you get it for your Game Pass subscription, right?
Yeah, but I'm not a Game Pass person because
hey, we'll talk about that in a bit. Remind me to come back and talk to you about Game Pass in a bit, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So the one thing I want to there, this game, I don't know if it's going to sell. I'm hoping it does sell because that hopefully means BBG, the entertainment group, will go out and get the rest of the games from the console that shall not be named. and get them over. So it's got 6 user review scores in there right now. And I think it's 2 not recommended and 5 recommended. So
see, I don't know. I really don't know if I could trust any of those reviews though. Like the positive ones or the negative ones. Because who's leaving those reviews? You mean we saw the whole debacle with the people for and against the system that shall not be named for years. So who's leaving those reviews? Somebody who has no bias previous to that, or somebody who does? I don't know.
Yeah. So let's take a look at Shark. The other one.
Yes, that was the other one. Yeah. What I did was when I think I saw either this one or Astro Smash, and I went and clicked on the publisher and I saw this was the other one. I put both of them on my wish list.
Yeah, one last thing on Astro Smash. Don't do a video on it with the music on because you're going to get copyright strike.
Oh, you know what? I'm probably not going to do videos very, very more often on things that aren't Evercade or pinball related. So
okay, perfect. So for me, though, it's Steam Deck, right? Checking is it playable?
Yes, yeah.
And Astro Smash, 100% playable on Steam Deck. And so is Shark. So Shark, right? This was the first one to come out. And oh boy, this is not a $20 game. This is probably a $5 game at most for me. I don't believe it's a $5 game.
Are you saying that the original Shark is better than this?
Well, the original Shark was a $49 game, so I'd say no. The original one was a deal. But this one here, it looks okay. It like no one ever expected these games to look great or whatever, right? Because hey, it was going to come out. But this one here, I was kind of a little bit more disappointed in this one. And not overly, it's just that it shouldn't have been a $20 game. Like, in no way should this have been a $20 game.
It's not like this is a unique thing. I mean, years ago, PopCap put out Feeding Frenzy. So immediately this looks like that. And that game came out how long ago?
Yeah, and you're right. Both, they never got finished. So I think...
And Feeding Frenzy 2 Deluxe, you could buy that for $5.
Yeah. So, again, I think this is just recovering of the money. And, hey, I bought it because, hey, I'm in that world now. Like, I want to see these reimagined games come out. And I think BBG Entertainment is doing probably a good service trying to get these games out. They probably need to work on the price on this one. And that's about it. Because is it a fun game? It's not my cup of tea. I don't think everyone's going to be my cup of tea. But
you think it would be more of a more fun game if you're playing with like 3 other people?
Maybe, yeah.
This version.
Maybe. And I don't know if
is this network built, or do you have to be on the same computer with everybody? Because that was
yes, you have to be on the same computer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But this is supposed to have online, aren't they supposed to? They originally said they were going to have online capabilities, BBG, but I don't know what happened. But this one here, definitely wait for it to go 75% off if you have to have it. If you don't have to have it, don't get it. Like, that's all I got to say.
I'm gonna look that up. Hungry Shark World.
And the final game I didn't mention here, but it was Dino Blaster. And this one I actually had a lot of fun with.
What, you mean this game?
Yeah. Yeah, Dino Blaster. Yeah, it's kind of apropos, right? I did have a lot of fun with this game because I've tried to, as a gamer, get more into I'm just trying to get into more different games, puzzle games and stuff like that. I did have fun with this. This one here was on sale when it first came out. It was 20% off. So, hey, it was like $16 when I bought it. So
yeah, I think this is my.
Oh, and so was Astro Smash was 20% off when it came out in Canada. I don't know if it was like that in States. So even though it's a $20 Canadian game, it was only $16 when it came out in Canada.
So the question is, what's better, this or Bomberman?
I don't have enough experience with Bomberman to say Bomberman. but I had a lot of fun with this. And I
A lot of
actually, when I did a video on this, I did have quite a bit of fun, and I did play an online match with someone. But I'm not necessarily looking to play online with this one. I'd love to try Astro Smash online, but this
some
one
people
here,
might say
it
that
was just fun. I had a fun time with this one. Like, I mean, fun for what I knew it was, and anyway, it was a decent game. I'd say it's a 6.5 out of 10 game, maybe. That's
yeah,
maybe 6.
I mean, but a lot of people are just gonna compare this to Bomberman,
Well,
and
of course, right?
but it's like obviously going to be better than Bomberman Zero. But if you look at the best of the best Bomberman games, I don't think people are going to be like looking at this as something to get.
Oh, Beefy
Especially if you're
says
like learning.
there is online. Yeah, because I played Dino Blaster online. I couldn't find anybody in Astro Smash or
Oh,
Treasure
okay.
online.
So they did put online component to those. It's just that nobody's playing it.
Just no one's playing them, right? Which is fine. And Dan said it was fun for 5. Yeah, because I'm sure Rich did a fun for 5 video on that. But
Does that mean? I always figured that fun for 5 meant fun for 5 minutes. Or does he mean fun for $5?
yeah. Oh, maybe I don't know. So I guess the thing I want. Oh, by the way, BBG is the one that did Boulder Dash Deluxe, which I love fantastically.
That's
I
on my
love
wish
Boulder
list
Dash
too.
Deluxe. What's that?
I always like Boulder Dash, so that was in my wish list too.
Yeah, that's a good game. Boulder Dash Deluxe is a good game. I actually haven't played it on Steam. I played it on the VCS. That's where I played it.
Yeah, I'm primarily just on Steam at these days, so I don't think I'm buying anything else on the VCS.
So I guess my wish is, and chat, give me a little bit of love here. The only reason I buy these games, and I want I want to buy them because I'm hoping one day BBG will go buy Cloudy Mountain and put that out. That's all. It's never going to happen, but that's Crow. We should buy the rights to.
I can't play it, but I bought the game.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Crow, maybe you and I should go buy the license for Cloudy Mountain, put it out. Do you have $10?
Yeah, I got $10.
Yeah, we should.
I just throw away $10 instead of buying a lotto ticket.
Yeah, but that's my stupid wish I have because I really, and especially when I saw the Breakout Recharge that Atari's doing, that looks like the little guy running around looks like the Cloudy Mountain dude. Like I'd be down with that.
Recharge? Which one recharged?
They're putting out Berserk Recharge. I'll put it up.
Oh yes, Berserk Recharge. Yes. Is that not out yet?
No, it's coming though. But anyway, that's basically all I wanted to kind of chat about on that one. And
it is on my wish list already.
Okay, let's share screen. I'm getting better at this. I know what I'm doing a little bit now.
Yeah, I always liked Berserk. Is there something Berserk like? I remember what it is. Atari is releasing a new version of Berserk for the Atari 2600, which supposedly has built-in speech and everything.
Oh, really? Well, this is the Recharge one.
Yeah, I that's what I'm looking for. Every time Atari has announced a new cartridge, I went ahead and I pre-ordered it. So I've got like at least four separate games, except for Outlaw. I didn't do Outlaw because all that was just a new box art. If the game is different or a new game, like Mr. Run and Jump, I've ordered it along with the Atari 2600 Plus. I think that is the thing that I'm looking forward to the most this year is getting that thing and all these new Atari 2600 games.
Thanks, Phantom. Phantom doesn't think I'm stupid. But yeah, this I think Berserk.
No, a lot of people thought it looked great.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Cloudy Mountain.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too.
Yeah, I did. I actually did. It's perfect. And then now, like seeing what they're doing at Berserk, I'm like, dude, that's basically Cloudy Mountain, really.
I have a lot of these recharge games, and I haven't played a lot of them yet.
Yeah, the Recharge series is amazing. They even there was the worst one was Missile Command, but then they re-released the Recharge Dan Missile Command, which was the first Recharge, but it was bare bones. What they did though was release a new version of that game with all the Recharge features from the games that came out later. So there's 2 versions of that Missile Command out there.
I have 8 of these Recharge games, and I think I've only played 2. And the only reason I've played Centipede Recharge is because when I was streaming games, what I was doing was I have a roulette for games that were in my Steam library, and I'd
Yeah.
pick 4 of them, and whichever one I put them in a poll, and whichever one won the poll is the game I play, and that just happened to be Centipede Recharged one week.
But this looks good. This looks
Yeah,
fun. I'm like, I can't wait for this one to come out. I'm gonna buy it. Like,
it's hard to
and
tell, but is this like a twin stick shooter now?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Well, you know what's funny though, eh? Like, you remember the Ouya?
Yes.
I have an Ouya, right? And I bought the original Ouya back in the day. And I never really bought a lot of games for it. But then when the store died and everything died, I regret not buying a lot of store games for it because you could always play your games. Like there's a hack you can do and you could always play it. So there's no way to get the games that I should have bought originally. I'm starting to feel that way with the VCS because I'm buying most of the recharge games on the Steam Deck, not the VCS. And now I'm thinking when the VCS dies, I won't have the entire game library because I'm not buying them there.
Well, yeah, that's actually the recharge games were the only ones I was buying on the VCS because I was like, you know what, it's Atari and it's a recharge game. It seems appropriate for that. So, and also, the recharge games on the VCS had like something additional like to it that wasn't in the Steam versions, like whether it be more levels or something.
Yeah.
Plus, like the Breakout game, you could actually twist the joystick and use that like a paddle.
Yeah, so that's where like I'm like kind of stuck. But the best thing about it, like Christmas time, the VCS puts all their recharge games on like ridiculous sales. So what I might just end up doing is double dipping if they go ridiculously on
Yes,
sale, and just buy them on the VCS to keep them there for like $5 each, and then on Steam I'm only paying $5 or $10 for them because they go on
that's
sale
not
so
a bad
often. So
idea.
that's
That's
what
not
I'm
a bad.
probably gonna do because I do love my VCS, but with my Steam, the Steam Deck coming out, I'm playing all my consoles less and less and less.
Yeah,
Like,
that's exactly what's happening to me. I can't even remember the last time I turned on the PS4. I
yeah,
don't even
well,
want to buy games for for them anymore.
yeah. You know what I turn on my Series X for? To watch hockey because I have the hockey app on there to watch my hockey games. That's what I use
That's
my Series X for.
like I
Oh,
had
and Blu-ray movies because the Blu-ray player on Series X is killer. It's so good.
a couple weeks ago when I was rebuilding my desk and everything. I actually had pulled out the TV and I wanted to put some wallpaper behind it, so it was like all black. Um, I had everything disconnected, and I thought, like, do I even really want to hook these things back up? Because I'm not going to play them. I can't see myself playing them. The only thing I play is the Switch, and that's only because of the premium edition games I'm getting. But I ultimately just wound up hooking them back up because I didn't feel like pulling out all the cables that were already run through.
Yeah, I know, and it's yeah, it's just funny because like you know what though, I got that new computer coming, and I'm
Yeah,
dreading it in a way because I have to bring all my software that I've got set up on this computer over. Like I gotta set up my editing software. I gotta set up my
it's true,
thumbnail
but
software.
it's not. Won't be as bad as you think. I think a
I
lot of
think so too. I've streamlined a lot of what I do now, like, and
especially I think with Adobe, like you have that Adobe Creative thing, you sign into that. I think if you could just back everything up to that.
no, I don't use Adobe.
Oh, you don't? I thought you did. I thought you
I
said you
use
used.
Power Director.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I pay $79 a year Canadian for Power Director, and I like it. It's
Okay,
kind of
well,
overkill for what I do, to be honest with you, though, Crow.
talking about overkill, I'm paying like 50 something dollars a month for everything Adobe. Everything, even the stuff I don't even know how to use, I can use if I wanted to.
Okay, so Crow, I'm gonna share this video with you, and I want to get back to seeing if this will get you to buy. This video here will get you to go to Game Pass on PC.
No. Just if it's a game, I should just be able to buy it if I want to play
No,
it.
it's not a game.
Oh, well, then what is it? What could this possibly be on Game Pass?
This is Microsoft's welcoming of Activision, Blizzard, and King into the Game Pass family, or into the Xbox family.
Wait, Activision, Blizzard, and who?
King.
King.
Yeah, they're Candy Crush people.
Really? Okay.
Because Microsoft bought them, right?
Wait,
So
who
they
owns
created this video welcoming them because the purchase went through 2 days ago, and this is the video they did welcoming them into their company.
Okay, but you so far not even selling me on this because
Well, all these games potentially will be on Game Pass.
yeah, but I never played any of these games before.
Well, there's Forza, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, all of Blizzard's games potentially, all the Activisions and all. Well, King is mobile, but
The thing is, like, there's so few games. Like Forza, yes, but why would I have a subscription to Game Pass when I could just buy the game and not have to pay a monthly fee to play the game? When it just, you know what I mean?
yeah, I guess because the games you buy aren't AAA anyway, really.
Well, every now and again, there's a game that is AAA that I will buy. In Forza, like Forza Horizon 5 was one of them.
Did you
But
buy that? Did you buy that the day it came out, or you wait for it?
No, I bought it on sale. Actually, I had my computer upgraded, and I think it was already out when I had upgraded my computer. So then I was looking for stuff, and I was like, oh, and that came on sale, so I bought it. But what's funny is I prefer Wreckfest way more to Forza Horizon 5. To me, I'll play Wreckfest every day, and I was like, why am I wasting my time playing Forza Horizon 5 when I could play Wreckfest?
Yeah, Caverns of Mars is really good. That's a good recharge game. Really good.
Yeah,
game.
I think that's in my library too, and I haven't touched.
So that video doesn't see as somebody who still plays, does have Game Pass on PC. This is huge for me because guess what Microsoft does? They put all their games on Steam, and guess what's coming to Steam this week in 2 days? Diablo 4. So I will buy it again on Steam.
Isn't it already on Steam?
No, I can play it on Steam. I did a video. It did really well on the channel. I did a video of where because I went and did a thing where I installed it the Linux version, installed it on Linux, and then got it running on Steam. But it's going to be natively on Steam. So Overwatch was their first game.
I swear because that came out a while ago.
Yeah, no, it was never on Steam.
Oh, you're right. I you know what? I didn't realize it wasn't actually because I saw it, and I didn't realize it wasn't already out for Steam. So yeah, October 17th.
Yeah, so I'm buying it because I want to play it on my deck because no way it's ever coming to the Switch. No. So now I can play it.
Yeah, that means that all the stuff that I've heard about the game was for the console versions and not the PC version.
Yeah. So
I just assumed it was the PC version.
Yeah. So it's coming to Steam, and which I'm super excited about because Overwatch is already on Steam. It was the first one to come to Steam. So this one, what's the advantage of playing it on Steam versus Battle.net? Oh, for me, it's for the Steam Deck, and it's fully verified. It's got the tag verified for Steam Deck, Diablo, and so that's why Phantom. I can play it anywhere I want now and do it the legit way.
I looked up Overwatch 2 and recent views mostly negative. All reviews
100%.
Overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah. So that's why, because I want to play it on my Steam Deck and I love the Diablo franchise. Speaking of my Steam Deck is sick. My battery's dead on my Steam Deck, and I don't know how to fix it.
Lithium battery?
Yeah, there's guides on how to do it, but
it won't charge.
It won't hold its charge, no.
There's a way you can jumpstart. It won't hold a charge, or it just won't charge, period.
It'll say it's 100%, and then you unplug it from the USB-C, and it's like 0.
You know what's funny is I had a battery. It was actually for an electric lawnmower that did exactly the same thing. That type of problem, I don't know if that can be fixed, but I know there's ways you can jumper. Like I tried the jumper thing where you take another battery and you kind of like take wires and you kind of put the positive, like jump starting a car almost.
I don't know if I want to do that to my Steam Deck.
Well, it's just to the battery. If the battery's dead already,
yeah, it's not great actually. The fact that it's dying on me. So like,
how much does a replacement battery cost? You should be able to replace a battery, right?
Yeah. See, it says 100%, and I got it open, and it'll die. Now it's at 75%. Just turning it on.
You know what's funny is
now it's at 25%. Now it's going to shut down. There you go.
our dog has a leash, has a collar by Fi, and it's got like a lithium battery in that. So if she's out and stuff like that, we know exactly where she is, just in case she gets loose or something. Uh, we had with their newest collar, the Fi 3, we had that same exact problem with the collar. Like just happened. Like it would be like at 100%, and then like an hour later, it'd be like 50%. And the thing is supposed to last a month without having to charge it. And I don't, and we had both times it happened, we had to send the collar back to them.
Yeah, well, that's cool and weird. So that sucks, right? My Steam Deck, but I don't know.
You
Like,
can
I
still
don't know
play
if
it if
there's.
it's plugged in, right? You could, but then again, you got to be by an outlet.
Yeah, I want to have it. So I'm trying to find a place local that will reinstall, like put a new Steam Deck battery in it, or I might have
Do
to
you have
send
to,
it
you
to
have to take it
somebody.
apart? Do you have to take it apart to put the
Well, I
battery in?
watched a video on it, and it looks like I'd break it if I tried to do that because you got to undo a
Hmm.
pile of cables and all that, and I'm not good at that stuff. So,
Okay, so they didn't make the battery so you could replace it easily.
well, you can. It's just that you got to remove ribbon cables and stuff.
Well, they
So,
didn't make it like an Xbox controller. You could just pop open the thing and take the
no,
battery.
you got to undo. You got to take the back off the Steam Deck and remove a bunch of stuff. I'm sure I could do it, but I'm sure I'd break it. So,
I mean, yeah, I didn't like the fact that the Xbox controllers took like AAA batteries, but if you get one of these like lithium batteries instead, I got like a double pack of these. I just have one charging like on the thing, and I leave this one, and if this dies, I just swap the batteries. You know, it's like one of the
I have
best
the
things
same
ever.
thing with my deck too. But yeah, with my thing. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed my Steam Deck dying on me. So I
I
might
don't know.
just bite the
Turn
bullet
the
and get a
camera,
battery and try it.
like you can see, I have my controllers all hanging on the wall there. I
Oh,
could just grab
nice.
the controller and be like, oh, here's the 8-bit controller. Here's a PS4 controller.
That's actually smart. I wish I
Yeah.
had that kind of brain. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I'm gonna probably just order a replacement battery unless I can find somebody here that's technical and can swap it for me. I might check some people at work. There might be someone at work that can do it for me.
Yeah.
Buy them lunch and say, "I buy you lunch if you do this for me. Watch this video and put a new battery in my deck."
If somebody offered like asked me to do it, I'd be like, okay, but if you want me to do it, I can't promise you I won't break it completely. That's
Yeah.
why I tend to only work on my own stuff, because I don't care if I break my own stuff, but I do care if I break other people's stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I love my Steam Deck like so much, and it sucks because I can't just unplug it and play somewhere where I want. So yeah, I'm gonna order a new battery, and I might just try it myself. And if I
See,
screw it up, I screw it up.
I
Just
never
sell it for
really.
parts.
To me, it's like I always feel like I'm getting a lesser. For me, I feel like be getting a lesser experience if I was playing a game on Steam away from my computer on a handheld. So that's why if I don't have anything, I usually have my phone on me, and there's still stuff on my phone I can play to entertain myself. So that's usually what I do. But if I'm home, I'm only going to play by my computer. I'm not going to.
Did you guys order the Game Station Pro? I did finally yesterday because it became available to pre-order from GameStop in Canada. So
Oh, really? I
yeah,
heard you can just load up an SD full of.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Get my
didn't
Activision games.
because I almost did, but I didn't because of the Atari 2600 Plus, and I'm more interested in that. Plus, I do have a Harmony cart, so on my original 2600, I could play like any game on that.
Oh, cool.
Hmm? Yeah,
You
yeah,
got that. I
yeah.
ordered the 2600 Plus also because I have a bunch of physical games I want to play.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got the Game Station Pro. Just I don't know, FOMO, I guess.
Well, I didn't get it because the controllers looked kind of weird to me. Like they didn't look,
Yeah,
but apparently they're good, and they got a little dial on it, so it's for
yeah.
panel control. So I don't
I'm
know.
probably gonna load it up with an obscure amount of games on there. I got the games the Atari Plus because hey, it's a new Atari that plays physical games, even though it's just dumping the ROMs. I'm down with
Oh
that.
wow,
Like
it's
so,
actually it's so.
Atari's doing everything right these days to scratch my nostalgia nerves. Like
I'm actually
like
surprised. It is sold out on Amazon here.
yeah. But
I
yes, I
didn't
did.
buy it because it's not it's my arcade and not Atari. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
And they didn't even try to make anything look like the Atari 2600. So
All right. Something I haven't talked about for a while on my channel, but I just recently got a game and it's going to be coming back to the channel. Playdate. Let's talk about Crow and the Playdate, Crow.
yes, I do have a Playdate. And I actually have this weird yellow cable attached to it too.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let me know about your experiences on the Playdate. I want to know.
Oh, well, I really haven't. Here's how I've played the Playdate. I'd be working, and then I'm like, okay, something's gonna take a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the Playdate and mess around with it a little bit. So that's basically my experience with the Playdate. I've only bought one game for it, and it didn't quite play the way I had expected it to.
Yeah.
I bought that P racing game because I thought steering would be interesting with the crank.
Yeah.
But it actually didn't. It was way too sensitive. I think it was easier to play with the D-pad. But I'm just waiting for I'm just sitting there waiting to see when more games get picked up, because I think the most recent game I have on here are the two that just most recent for me were the Pick Pack Pup and Lost Your Marbles.
Yeah, because you're still waiting for your full season.
Yeah, I don't have the full season 1, and I'm fine just waiting, just the trickle, because I don't want everything all at once.
Well, you've experienced all the games that I introduced you to, so you've seen all the games I was interested in,
them,
right?
but I haven't played them. That's the thing.
Right.
Like, there's some of them where I'm like, oh, what, Boogie Loops, is that even a game? There's like
$79 at Costco. Well, sorry to interrupt, but Game
Oh,
Station Pro.
really?
Yeah, it was $129 here.
I wonder, as I don't have a Costco membership, but I know you could still buy things without a Costco.
How can you call yourself an American without a Costco card?
And
I'm Canadian.
the funny thing is, I guess
card.
I never go there. It's like, why would I go there?
How do you get the giant jars of ketchup for your hot dogs?
I don't. What's funny is we have.
You catch that troll chat that I just trolled them with?
Yeah, I know. I think everybody else might not have, but I know. But
yeah,
we go through ketchup, but it's because my wife uses it on everything. I don't use it on
I love
anything.
Ketchup. Dude, you know you can get the sugar-free ketchup?
That has nothing to do with why I don't use ketchup.
But it tastes good and you don't feel guilty.
I doesn't taste good. Only on hamburgers will I put a ketchup.
What about French fries?
No.
Never. Kraft Dinner?
You talking about macaroni and cheese? My wife does it. I think it's gross.
Yeah, my kids do it too.
She puts
it
on
I don't like it either.
Scrambled eggs. She puts it on, and
yeah, my kid does that too. I do like little pieces of hot dog in my mac and cheese though.
I do like that. I will do that.
Yeah. So anyway, the thing I want to know. Tell me about your Playdate experience though, because it surprised me when you showed it to me in the pre-show for the Evercast.
Yes, it was funny because I didn't tell you I had ordered it, and I waited 6 or 7 months to get it.
Yeah, and we were you must have had it a couple weeks before you told me you had it, right?
1 week. I literally we do the Evercast every week, and I showed you the week I got it.
Yeah, Evercast.
Because the only reason I bought it though is because I got the email saying, hey, at this if you don't order it by this date, we're raising the price $20.
I told you that. Remember, I told you that when I was trying to convince
you told me that. I already knew that, but it was the email that I got that was like, oh, it's only less than a week away. Okay, I had the money, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll pre-order. You got me now.
So I do have a new game coming to the channel, and it was funny because the developer of it, he or she reached out to me and said, hey, we got a new game coming out. If you want to review it on your channel, we'll send you a code. And I don't really like that, first of all, because I'd rather just play it. I don't really need free games. But I told them, I never actually replied to him, but what I did was I just went and bought it. It was $5. The game looks good. So it's called You're Gonna Miss the Bus. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play it hopefully this week and get a video about it for the channel. It'll be my first Playdate video in a while. And the reason is there hasn't been any Playdate games out that I've been interested to play.
I really haven't been looking.
Well, I said, but yeah, it's coming to the channel this week. I want to get back into more Playdate games because I do enjoy my Playdate. when I got the right light to play it in.
Well, what's funny is I don't really seem to have a problem with the light, but then again, I don't think I've ever tried playing this outside of this chair, to be honest.
Yeah. Your mobile gaming is
Yeah, my mobile
confined.
gaming. What's funny is I don't know if you saw my last video on the Commodore 64 collection too.
I was going to watch it, but it's an hour and a half long.
It is an hour and a half long, but like the Sword of Fargle, one of the things I said about the Sword of Fargle is that there's like when you're low on health and you try to heal up, you have to sit there and wait to heal up in the temple spot. But it takes so long that I wound up, while I'm sitting there waiting, I wound up grabbing something else to play while I'm waiting for myself to heal in that game. And I was actually grabbing the play date, and I was playing the play date while I was like sitting there watching my guy heal on the screen.
Hey, wait.
So that's my oh, okay, that's right. I actually have I had two Wi-Fi connections, and
Did you you're connected now because the Playdate has a store, right? You can go into
yes, I have the store. The problem is that I forgot that today I actually unplugged the other Wi-Fi network to see if that improved things, because I think there was getting interference, and I actually didn't update it here, so I'm actually not connected to the internet right now with it, which might explain why it doesn't seem like I've gotten any new games in a while.
What is wrong with my cable?
Disconnect.
My cable's broken now.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, it's have you went to, remember I told you to go to the itch.io
yes
store for
I haven't done that.
Why not?
Because that requires me to remember to do it.
Oh, you're not good at this, are you?
I'm very slow. That's why I'm like 4 to 6 cartridges behind on Evercade stuff.
Yeah, but you do a good job with your Evercade videos. God forbid, don't ever do a negative video.
Oh, okay, then don't watch my Commodore 64 collection.
Don't ever do a negative video on it, because you're the worst human ever if you don't like a cart that comes out. Man, oh man. The crap I've got for the Delphine collection, it's hilarious. Honest, it's like, calm down, people.
If you're gonna watch any part of my Commodore 64 collection, just watch the Fire Lord section.
All right, cool. I'm gonna watch it now. I want to watch it.
Yes, because actually, I hid a link in the description to the uncensored version of that part of the video.
Nice. Okay, I definitely want to watch it now.
Just watch that one.
Why is this not? Oh God!
And the funny thing is, I actually it sounds like I didn't script it. That whole thing was scripted, but it turned out better than I thought.
There's something wrong with my computer again.
I hear it.
Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it's not cool. That's all I know. Anyway,
you happened to see the video I put on the Playdate, did you?
No, I haven't. No, so tell me about it.
Oh, that was just the video I put out was just the unboxing and like me booting it up and playing it for the first time. That's all it was.
So what was your overall experience with it?
I bought it. I was only interested in it because it was such an oddity. So my experience is, yes, it lives up to the oddity of it. To me, the whole thing is the crank. There's no other system that's got a crank. So, to me, that's really the only reason to buy it, to experience something different. And it lives up to that. Like almost every game on here I've played so far uses the crank one way or another. So that's really the experience. It's hard to explain, I guess, but you know what I mean, right? I mean, why did you buy the system? If it didn't have the crank, would you have bought it?
Nope.
Exactly.
I bought it precisely to see how they do it and to play a fishing game, which I have to be honest with. How is there not more fishing games on this system?
That reminds me, I need to find a fishing game.
I showed you two.
Yeah, I haven't looked. I'm sure if I looked, I was only I don't know why I bought that racing car game. Maybe it had to do something with the fact it was the most expensive game on the store. I don't know.
You're funny, man. You're funny.
Okay,
And my
so
Playdate now won't charge. Why won't my Playdate charge? I haven't used it in a little while, so that's why.
have you been cursed?
I don't know, dude. It feels like anything that's USB-C in this house doesn't really jive anymore.
Oh, you know why I have this weird? I bought this cable because it's so weird. This is supposed to be like a keyboard cable. It like untethers in the middle for whatever reason. It's the weirdest thing, and I could not resist not buying it. But the reason I was looking for cables in the first place is because my wife had USB cables in her car, but
Yeah.
none of them transferred data. And she was
Really?
driving herself crazy because she couldn't get Android Auto to work. And I was like, well, it's like, are you sure that you have a cable that will transfer data? And she's like, what? I'm using two cables. Neither of them work. Okay, well, let me grab your cable. I grab a cable, and of course it works right away. I said, okay. The thing is, like, everything in her car is yellow because she's got a yellow car. So I was like, I started looking on Amazon for a yellow USB.
Wait, does she have a Corvette?
No, she has a Chevy Spark.
A Spark.
Yes.
Why isn't it red or orange?
Because it's yellow.
Because a Spark.
Well, it sounds like an electric car, and it's not an electric car either.
Well, no. Yeah, that's true. Spark. Do you really want a Spark with an electric car, though?
Well, that's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Especially when you have the Chevy Volt, and that is an electric car.
Okay, so how many games do you have for your Playdate?
Well, other than the one I bought, hang on, let me go back to I think it's like 6, 7, including the one I bought. Let me see here. One of them, I don't even know if I'd count that as a game.
Well, you get 2 every week, right? For the first
plus there was one that was free to download, or 2 that was free to download.
Yeah.
So like Real Steel and Recommendation Dog were the 2 free games. P Racing was the one I bought.
That's a good game.
That
just got updated.
Oh, okay. I have 6 games other than that. So I guess I have a total of 9.
Did you buy it from the Playdate store, or did you sideload it?
Which one? Real Steel?
Or any of them?
No, I bought them all through. I got them all through the store. I haven't side-loaded anything.
Okay, because you go to itch.io, most of those games are available there, and you buy them there, and you just sideload them. The problem is, though, if they update it, you got to go re-sideload them again. Whereas if you get it from the Playdate store, they'll automatically update.
See, the reason I need to go there is I need to get your game.
I've got like 30 games on my Playdate, dude.
Really? Like
maybe 40.
I'm talking about the game that you bought, or the game you made. Sorry.
Oh no, that's only have one.
What was the game you were talking about? Bus something or other?
What?
You were talking about a game, something about a bus, or was I mishearing you?
Yeah, missed the bus.
Missed the bus. That's what it was. And why is this going crazy? Like, why? Can you explain this? Like, why is that happening? I see her.
What?
I
don't know. I can't see your screen.
Yeah, it stopped doing it. Never. Oh wait, no, it's doing it again. Okay, it stopped. Okay, let me put this handle away because I think that's screwing up because I'm trying to do the search thing. Okay, bus. That's what I'm trying to spell. Okay. Yeah, I haven't hooked mine up to the computer either.
Oh, I just put Mirror on there. That's what I was doing while you're talking. So this is the store here, which is pretty cool.
You're gonna miss the bus. Yeah, I downloaded the store. That was like the biggest thing.
So this is pretty cool, right? Like, be ready to reload. All right. So I guess there's new games in there. Hey, realistic fishing. You see that?
Realistic fishing. Yeah.
$8.
You're gonna miss the bus is $6 plus tax.
Yeah, I only paid $5 for it.
Oh,
on itch.io.
Oh, it's a platformer. That looks
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
why I was. Yeah, hello. So I like their store. Their store's getting built
Yeah,
out.
it's exactly the type of thing you see on their website. It's just that you could do it from the device itself. New
I like the
games.
volume. Doop, 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 doop.
See, you could hold. How do you do the? You could do the volume if you hold the.
You just hit your home button.
Yeah, home button, and you push the D-pad one way or the other,
Left
right?
or right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the gadgets they got on here.
Yeah, the crankulator, but why would I pay for that? That's the kind.
Well, it's just, it is what it is. Like, so this is their sports game. I love how a balanced brew is considered sports. P
Weightlifting.
Racing, I own. This is a great game, man. P Racing is so much fun.
It is interesting. I guess that's why I bought it because it's like, hey, I wonder what it's like to steer with the crank. Oh, this fishing game reminds me of Fishing Derby on the Atari 2600.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like a point of view. It's side view, and you're like reeling up, and you're like you could catch multiple fish on the way up.
You don't even need to use the crank on this one.
Yeah, you don't have to. In fact, I think it's easier to play without the crank. But the only reason I really bought it, one of the reasons I bought it, I guess, because I thought it would be cool to drive with the crank. And
Dude, there's like, with mirror, there's no lag.
With mirror.
Like the mirror, the PC mirror, there's no lag.
Oh, that mirror, yeah.
I should be better at this game.
Mars After Midnight. You know what I should look for? Has anybody made a pinball game for this thing?
Oh, let's check.
I'm just going to search for pinball, see if that comes up with anything.
All right, cool. And go check itch.io. There has to be a pinball game on her.
I guess you're right. Yeah, one would have to be by now.
Oops. So these are all the games I have on mine.
I need to restart my Playdate.
Crow, these are all the games I have. These are the games that I bought from the catalog.
Yeah.
Hey, I have Real Steel. Cool.
Is this your main menu?
Yeah.
Then how did you get everything to be so small?
Oh, I sorted it in the settings. You can go and have it as list form.
Oh, okay.
This is season 1 here. And this is the ones I bought from the catalog. And these are the side loads from itch.io. So you can see I've got a lot of games, man.
How many of those did you pay for? How many of those were free?
I'd say 50-50.
Okay.
And the most I ever paid was $9.99 for an RPG game, Legend of Etad. I think it was $9.99. Hey, look at this one.
Okay, that's the one.
Remember this bad boy?
Yep. Let's see here.
That took over my life, this game, for a long while. Why is it so loud?
I'd love to make a game, but the problem is I don't think there's a pinball game. At least there's not a game on here.
Man, that's too loud. Way too loud.
There's not even a game that has pin in the name.
Well, go to itch.io. Let me check itch.io. The one thing I don't like about the Playdate, though, I find this one, most USB-C connected devices, they have issues staying connected properly.
Really? That's exactly the opposite problem I have. That's why I like everything to be USB-C, because they seem to always be connected properly.
No, but I mean they fall out of the slot.
No,
this is Real Steel.
They always seem to lock in place. Let's see here, like this.
Yeah, it's not a fishing game. This is a fun game though.
It's kind of like a fishing. That's very much like that realistic fishing game we were looking at. That's like the same side view and everything. Maybe you need better USB-C cables because these things kind of snap into place. Look at this. Like that's in there. That's not coming out.
Yeah, mine is. I got first generation though.
Oh, okay. Maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, itch.io. Oh, by the way, I looked up on the My Arcade Atari Game Station Pro in Costco, and I
Yeah.
can't see the price because you have to be a member to see the price or buy it even. But that's fine. I don't need a Costco membership. I don't need the Game Station Pro. If I wanted it, I would have it. itch.io.
Go, sucker! You got it, lady. Go, go, go! Ah.
Okay. Is there like a Playdate section in here somewhere?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta stop playing. Oh, let me get my itch.io up.
I tried playing. It's funny. I tried playing this while I was making the video, and it was so hard because I was trying to keep it in frame with the camera, and at the same time I was playing it, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I'm putting it in private chat for you.
Okay.
And I'll share my screen so you can see me search.
Okay.
But yeah, that mirror little thing is awesome. I love it. So I've got this set up. So this is games tagged with Playdate.
Yes. I'm there. I'm looking for a search button. Oh, there it is at the top.
You can select a tag here too. See, Pinball's got a tag.
Oh, does it?
This one here, Pinball. Oh, that's like hair hockey. It's not pinball. Wait.
Well, you know what? A lot of
that is kind of pinballish.
Pinball games actually are more like Breakout. A lot of the older ones.
Yeah, I come in here and look for like the newest games and take a look at it. So yeah.
Technically speaking, a pinball game doesn't have to have flippers.
Well, they should try to have slippers. Flippers, not slippers.
Slippers. Well, you know, flippers weren't really created for pinball machines until like, what do I want to say? I remember what year the first pinball machine with flippers was called Humpty Dumpty. I don't remember what year that came out.
Really?
Yeah. Before that, all pinball machines did not have flippers. The only way you can control the ball is by nudging the machine.
That kind of sounds right.
No, it is right. Guarantee.
See, this is what I think they need a better, just a better way to navigate their menus.
The funny thing with Humpty Dumpty, though, is it had 6 flippers. It's the first pinball machine with flippers. They had 6 of them. And they were all on the outside of the machine facing the opposite way.
Hey, this is a realistic fishing game.
1947. Pinball machines did not have flippers until 1947.
Okay. So could they be called pinball?
Yes. It's not called flipper ball.
I don't know, chat. I think
it's pinball. Pinball. It's called pinball because it had balls and then pins. And the pins.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
It's like
they're spooky games. Sorry, I'm distracted by the store. They've updated the store so many new games. Spooky. What kind of spooky games are here? Sounds more like pachinko. Yeah, I'm with you. Or that game that used to be on Price is Right. Plinko.
Plinko, yes.
Man, they're getting a lot of support though, because it's so cheap to build games for this, right?
Yeah. It says the thing is, like, I'd be kind of curious to look into what goes into making a game for it. Like, how difficult is it really? But how much time do I want to spend doing that?
Yeah.
Because the more time I spend doing that, the less time I'm spending playing Evercade.
I spent a bit of time on it, right? Like, yeah. I like the thing because it's just fun. So this is some RPGs I haven't seen. Why is this like the same game? You see this? Just a different shadow something. $13? Is that $13 for you too?
Probably. Shadow Gadget?
Passive creature collecting game. Oh, there's a lot of screenshots. What?
Shadow.
I don't think that's my. I don't know why that's called RPG.
You know what? You could almost make the argument that every single game is an RPG.
Yeah. We've had this discussion before.
Yes. Yes,
Recommendation, John.
it is $13.
So it's cheaper in Canada to buy it than the US.
I guess.
Because I'm only paying Canadian. This is a cool little pirate game. I've showed you this one before, though.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I think the P Racing is still my favorite game.
Let's see here. I want to.
Pulp games. That's what mine is. Pulp games.
Browser.
Oh, Resident. This is where you get the ones that using the Pulp engine that I did. That's where you go under Pulp games, and those are all the games are in there that was decently put together.
There you go. That's the very first pinball machine with flippers.
Sweet. That's awesome. That's probably worth a lot of money, right?
Oh, probably not. Just because it's the first of something, it doesn't mean anybody wants it.
Residence Tale. Feels like I played this game. I might own it. That's why I've got to be very careful coming in here. Because I'm pretty sure I've sideloaded all these games.
Oh, yeah, Phantom. Pachinko is a derivative of pinball. To be like in Japan. That's why it was big in Japan, is because they made it smaller and they went for the gambling aspect of it. Which, by the way, pinball was like made illegal for a few years back in the day because of it being associated with gambling. And that's why, to this day, on pinball machines, you see for amusement only.
How come I can't turn the volume down? The volume doesn't work on these. Man, that's so Demon Attack.
Is this actually Demon Attack, or is this the game that we were just talking about?
No, this one's called 1-Bit Demon Attack or something. 1-Bit Demon Attack.
Nice.
They were $1. These are $1 games.
Itch die. Oh. Okay, select the tag.
Oh, my poor frog.
Okay, so we're in.
What? That's true. I got to float across those. Can't believe I forgot how to play Frogger. Look at that.
Wizard's Apprentice, Rocket Bites.
Anyway, I gotta let that charge.
Where, like, I'm so confused with this itch.io because how do I search under the tagged games? Because if I search, it searches everything.
You gotta put a Playdate tag in there, right?
Okay, I guess I have to say
Playdate. All right. Well.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's made a pinball game for this.
No, maybe you should make one.
Yeah, maybe I should. But how do I make a pinball game where I use the crank?
Use the crank for the ball. So that as you're cranking it, press hey. That's the power of the ball going up.
Actually, you mean the plunger?
Yeah, exactly.
You lock it in, then push a button.
Yeah.
Then you're playing pinball.
Yeah. And then maybe make it like a certain ball comes out and you can control left or right with it. The tilt.
Has anybody made Breakout?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Must.
Because it seems like that would be anything with analog control. You know, it'd be good. It would be something like Tempest.
Yeah. See, look, Phantom's saying the crank is the tilt.
No,
All right, I guess we should wrap it up because we've been going for, well, now we're in 15 on this one and 15 from the prior one that we killed. But yeah, we're going to probably try to make this weekly or bi-weekly at least. Hey, Crow, what do you think?
I think it'll last a couple months.
You think
or a
so?
couple weeks. Yeah, because you see weekly, but then like after a couple of weeks, we'll have to skip a week, and then we'll
well, Christmas is coming.
Yes, exactly. And
how
then,
about we say this? We'll be back when we're back.
Yes, we could say that.
Cool. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out as always. But if we make it regular, we can turn this into the next big thing.
We can make this super hot dogs.
The Super Hot Dog Show. Well, right now it's called Games and Stuff. I don't know why I'm so hung up on the name of this. Maybe we just call it the cast. I don't know.
I remember Hot Dogs was a temporary name, and it.
Well, it definitely was temporary. But yeah, we'll catch you probably next week. We'll try to do it next week. I don't have a problem with doing next. What's going on your channel this week?
Well, I actually made, like I said, I filmed videos for a couple of pinball tables, Samurai's Vengeance and Vern's Mysterious Island on Pinball Effects. But here's the thing. Next week is the Pinball Expo. So I'm going to Pinball Expo, hopefully on Friday and maybe even Saturday.
But you'll be able to be back on Sunday and tell us all about it.
Yeah, exactly. But even if I go on Sunday, I'll still be on the Evercast because I'd probably go after that.
Yeah, and then you'll be back before this one, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't go. It actually used to be on Saturday, Sunday. It used to go to Sunday. I think Saturday's the last day now. So it goes like from Wednesday to Saturday. But really, the only days worth going are like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And really, out of those days, the only days worth going are Friday and Saturday. So I was going on Saturday, but I kind of want to really go on Friday. Just to get a different, because it's different when you go to those days, what machines are available and stuff.
Nice.
So it was funny because we were planning on going on Friday, and then also my wife's today's like, I have to work Friday, and I'm like, oh, well, we could both go on Saturday, but I'm still gonna go on Friday.
Yeah, man, do it.
But she might meet me there on Friday. We'll work that out. But I got a lot of videos to edit.
Yes.
And Pinball M is coming out soon. I don't know when, but it's got to be before the end of the month, I would think. So I'm busy. Got a lot of stuff to work on.
Yeah, same here. Like I've got the regular Steam Deck videos, now Playdate video that I've got to record. Evercade's pretty late for the next little while. But on my other channel, my card collecting channel, the new product line is coming out this week. So primarily I spend most of my time on hockey cards, and it's well, the channel's 100% now hockey cards, but they have what they call flagship series. So there's series 1, 2, and 3, and series 1 comes out in October, series 2 after Christmas, and series 3 and extend in the summer. So the season starts out this week. So it's a big week for me, card collecting, looking for packs and stuff. So
speaking of Evercade though, I've just got finished playing the third of the 3 Alien Breed games, and something I realized is I cheated in every single one of those games.
How'd you cheat?
There's passwords.
Oh, yeah.
There's a password I found. It wasn't even on GameFAQs or anything, but I found the password for Alien Breed Tower Assault that opens up the debug mode where you can just give yourself. You open up the virtual keyboard, you hit buttons, you give yourself every weapon, you make yourself infinity keys, and then if you want to skip to the next level, you just hit a key and you're in the next level.
I went and that's cool. Like, have you? Hey guys, evening all. Hey, Ballistic Coffee Boy, how you doing, bud? We're just about wrap up. But Crow, I actually did a video early on the reimagined Alien Breeds games on Steam. I did
when I've been doing research for that, I was like, oh, Alien Breed, and it's like, oh wait, that's not the Alien Breed I'm looking for.
Not what you're looking for.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So all right. I've seen them. I just haven't
Yeah, so what's going on? We'll chat again, hopefully next week. Definitely next week, because I want to hear about the pinball thing. Thanks
Yeah,
everybody for.
and I'm gonna have another video to edit. You know, one of my most popular videos on my channel is the Pinball Expo from 2012, and that video is like no commentary, and it's like an hour and a half long.
Oh wow. Because people just like watching it and seeing stuff, right?
It's like hundreds of thousands of views for whatever.
Oh wow. My biggest video on my channel, I think, is Final Fantasy 14 video.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. It's like you can never really pick out what the videos are gonna be like.
Whatever strikes somebody's fancy, right? Like it'll be crazy. Okay, cool. If you guys want to watch this in rewind, the only way to watch it in rewind is be a channel member. So channel members get to watch it rewind because I know they all can't be up to watch it. And Crow's gonna crank some stuff. Thanks everybody. Catch you on the next video. Bye.
Stream.
Okay, let me play the music out.
You know what?
Yes?
Visiting that place after you die and you're being sent back to an earlier checkpoint.
No.
Yeah, because it's over.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. Bye everyone.